Hello everybody, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. Last time we did the whole of the dungeon in the Arcane Tower, and now we are ready to move on to whatever the Underdark has next in store for us. What that is going to be, nobody knows. I've just been kind of going in a clockwise direction to see what occurs. There's nothing out there. I mean, we could hypothetically jump off of there with Featherfall, but that didn't want to play ball last time to really annoying effect. Now, of course, there is the ever-present threat of bullet. Should probably consider a short rest, but you know what I'm like.
A camp. Looks abandoned.
Shadowheart over. Alright, how are we? One long rest or two? One left. Shadowheart,
Time to dally.
you've got a load of spell slots. Cast Prayer of Healing on us all. And I can spare myself an action, short rest rather. There's a bunch of holes in this thing.
The wall is riddled with holes. A suffocating stench of long rotten meat wafts out.
Survival, inspect the holes. Short, reach into one of the holes. Come on, Short Queen.
The passage narrows and bends. You're shoulder deep when your fingers brush against a fleshy tentacle. Horrified, you withdraw your hand instinctively before whatever's lurking inside can react.
Failed some kind of wisdom save.
Nothing but trouble inside those holes.
That is what I was told
bone.
about.
Dry and brittle.
No, I'm not going to make the joke. Right, an abandoned camp. Item received, bone. Thanks. Thanks for the bone.
Something over there.
There's a golden necklace up there. Astarion, can you shoot it down? No.
Alright, what now?
Alright, I guess I'm just not going to have that long rest.
That might be worth a look.
That necklace. Brain. Find the correct words, please. Arrows for Astarion. We all have temporary hit points thanks to the way we were healed. A half-eaten apple and some simple boots. Not things I need.
And through.
No, we can't get over there. We have to go back up the way we came. I am very curious about that necklace, though. Can I jump on this thing? I can. Is it a regular gold necklace? It is. Fine. I can't get back up from where I am safely. Can I really not make this jump back up? Alright, 3 HP down. Just my temporary hit points. No big deal. Everyone up behind me. I don't think I've ever seen what is inside that hole. Story of my teenage years. Random books. Glowing gems. We've all failed a perception check, which fills you with so much hope. Background a different way. Let's keep exploring the village, as if I didn't know any better.
What? Gek? Got someone sneaking up on us?
Hold up your palms in peace.
Too loud, sun scum. Heard you stumbling. Can hear you blinking. Noise gets you eaten down here. Reckon I'll hush you before something hungry comes along.
His gnarled fist grips an axe.
I can be discreet. It'll be fine, don't worry about it. Or we could fight. Fighting is good too.
Finish flapping that mouth of yours? Good. Let's make this quick.
Alright, well, we're not down on the beach. We're up here. Fine by me. Holvik. I am going to come back here and twin cast haste on Astarion and Shadowheart. Did I just get counterspelled? That's so rude. On my twinned spell and everything? What bastard. Ah, I'm so mad. Okay.
I've missed this.
Shadowheart. Astarion, move up a bit.
Time to move.
Shadowheart,
Give up.
you don't have enough movement to get up in this guy's face.
Have to keep going.
Fine. Give advantage this way. Or we miss. Astarion, start with a bite. Now we're happy, our attacks will be better. How many undead is that in the initiative? Hunter's Mark. I'm not going to counterspell that. Oh, bastards. Alright. Gale. I want this guy to not have concentration on that spell anymore. Which always means magic missile. Oh my god, stop doing that! You can't even see me through that wall, man. What bastard. I can smell how much I'm going to hate magic missile in time. Lurgan is casting silence for 100 turns. No, that's fine. In this orb here, I think we can handle that. Is it just the one corpse, or are these corpses here but not in initiative, perhaps?
Light on my feet.
Right. They miss an attack of opportunity, which I'm totally here for.
My faith will protect me.
Shadowheart can move over to here, which means we can attack with a melee attack. Oh my god. Honestly. Awful.
No choice but to keep going.
We can't get out of this silenced location. Hunter's Mark is down.
Ready for the slaughter.
19 damage is huge. Offhand attack. Missed that one.
Survival is all that matters.
We've spent our action. Take a little healing potion. Shadowheart, just hang out. Blindness. My god, we're failing every save around here, and I hate it. If I cast Fireball on this guy, is he going to counterspell me again? No! What are you doing? Why would you move over and then counterspell like that? Also, yes, they did counterspell me again. How can there be so many spell slots for counterspells in an encounter like this? 2 to 24 damage. Fine. I can play that game too. Apparently we don't need verbal components to cast Shield. This guy's still invisible, so Astarion. Sneak attack the one that Lucy is engaged with. $12 damage.
Talk to me.
Shadowheart, if we step away, no attack of opportunity there.
On the move.
Honestly, let's take this bonus magic bless thing. So our spell attack rolls have 2d4 additional on attack rolls.
So much for peace.
We have healing.
Wonder if the gods are watching.
We expected that to happen. I want to deal with this guy in whatever way I most simply can. Level 7. Excuse me? Do I have a Scroll of Thunderwave? They're going to be really strong. Oh, I hate this. I hate this a lot. I don't have a Scroll of Thunderwave that I can see. We have Hold Person. We do have Hold Person, don't we? They saved. Of course they saved.
This feels good.
Astarion's action is spent. They've come in with fresh blindness. What? I think they are trying to shove us down or something horrendous. They crit Astarion. Good God, man. This one's almost dead. I like that. This one, we could possibly... Thunderwave off a cliff. They saved and took 2 damage, because of course they did. They couldn't possibly not save, ever. This guy's concentrating on the silence. They've dashed. Healing Word, bonus action. Reanimated Corpse. Hits Astarion. What to do? Hold person on 2 targets at a higher level spell slot. Or haste somebody. Right, Shadowheart is hasted.
Need to act fast.
Shadowheart gets 2 actions, which can be 2 leveled spells because of the nature of haste. And we can get 2d8 bonus on our spell attacks. We are concentrating on Bless, so we can't concentrate on another spell. So, let's come and try and kill this guy, or hit this guy incredibly hard. So not fair. Alright. Silence is broken. We've had our 2 actions. We have a bonus action. Can't do a leveled spell with it. Nothing else for Shadowheart to do.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Astarion,
Blood in the air.
I would like you to kill this guy, please. Thanks. I appreciate that. 3 damage there. Probably should have done something different than that. We have spent our action hasting Shadowheart. He's obsessed with blindness, isn't he? It's a fresh hunter's mark. Astarion's down. Goody. Gale. Because we're blinded, we can't cast spells anywhere near what we can see. What is that symbol? I haven't figured that one out yet. Blindness sucks. Alright, some kind of concentration was broken. I'm totally here for it. Possibly the... No, not the blindness. Probably the... Hunter's Mark. There's another invisible one hanging out back here. Hate that. I'm going to have to approach every encounter from here on out completely differently. Concentration on Special Bless is broken. We have 1 spell slot left. Shadowheart is still hasted. This reanimated corpse is annoying. We can get Astarion up with one of our actions. That would be a help action. And then with these two, I don't want to be in range of this guy to have disadvantage on a spell attack. I could just attack them with a spell attack, but that doesn't seem very fruitful. We could throw a bomb or something. I'm going to throw grease down. Right here. That guy's fallen over in the daggers. And a bonus action. Nothing much to do with that.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Right. I don't want to ignite all of this stuff. So I'm going to witch bolt this guy and hope to actually hit them. We do for a crit. We can concentrate on that and do it again next turn. Astarion, do you have a big healing potion? You do. You have 6 of them. $12 damage. They jump out of the grease. Lacerate goes... Needs 16. They rolled 20. We got to 21. That guy can't get up out of that. Gale can try and shoot these two back towards the thorns. Not thorns, excuse me. Daggers. I just don't want to get Shadowheart in that AoE. That went really well. There's another one going to appear invisibly behind us in a moment. Something died on its turn. We have Witch Bolt. 4 damage. Astarion gets a turn. That one's dead. 7 damage there. Shadowheart cantrip. 1 first level spell slot. We'll save it. Okay, just the invisible one remaining. Not much we can do about that right now. I can't do that. Expected that to happen. Thank you for not pushing me into my own spell. This guy has 67 HP. Shocking Grasp. Tides of Chaos. Astarion can then sneak attack here. 17. Shadowheart, last spell slot. 17. Gale, I think we stop concentrating on this, because if we get pushed back into it, we've got bigger problems. Are we still blinded? We are, even though the guy that cast blindness is dead. I guess it's not concentration. Alright, 6 HP here. Barbarian, Rage, Bearheart, Reckless attack on Astarion. We have advantage against them because they attacked us with advantage. All attacks against them are now at advantage. That fight was horrible. Jeez.
So might as well.
Oil of Diminution. Receives a -1 penalty to damage, but targets failing a con save suffer disadvantage on strength checks. Lucy, short rest.
I can keep going a little longer now.
Saved it for a reason. Scroll of Aid. Scroll of Speak with Dead. Chainmail. I don't need it. Let's not slip over too much over here if we could help it. Misty Step. Vampiric Touch. Exterminator's Axe. 1d12 plus 1d6 fire conditional. Deals an additional 1d6 fire damage to plants, insects, or small creatures. Duergar Antidote. I assume the reanimated corpse isn't going to have much on them. They don't.
Breathe deep and move.
Right, are there more undead down on the beach? There are more reanimated corpses down there. that is horrendous news. Because as much as I just took a short rest, I would love to take a long rest. Now there is a teleportation circle there, which is pretty close to a lot of these zombie types. Gale,
Way to the nearest library.
if you could get back a second level spell slot and a first level spell slot,
You have my attention.
I think between us we might be able to make some rendition of Cloud of Daggers work as a choke point. So, Astarion,
If this isn't important.
can you see or hit any of these guys? Not from there you can't. What about from over here? Oh, everybody else stay up there. Stay over here. Astarion,
I was trying to concentrate.
path is interrupted. Advantage. Right, they are surprised, so... And there's only 3, 4 of them. 5 of them, 6 of them. Okay, they're not all in initiative. I guess we're going to get involved now in any way that we can.
What do I have to lose?
From here. 8 damage. Shadowheart.
Can't afford to stay idle. Fool, damn you.
Can you see them from there? You can. Gale.
How much longer will this take?
We're not still blinded, are we? No. But we probably want to be down here. I want it to hit the 3 of them, but also be close enough to the ladder that anyone going for the ladder might get hit. But since they're surprised, they're going to be there for a hot minute. But they're nearly dead.
Still on my feet.
Ready.
And those 2 are stupid. Lucy,
Nothing important is ever easy.
did you disengage? And get out of the way. Gale,
Unleash me.
you have a first level spell slot left. Every little helps. And then come and stand next to this one, so that Astarion can sneak attack it. $20 plus 1? What is going on with these attacks? Reanimated corpse was healed for 1 hit point. Undead fortitude. When reduced to 0 hit points, regain 1 hit point instead, unless the damage was radiant or caused by a critical hit. That's new. They never used to have this in early access. Technically, they should be able to do that every single time rolling a d20, and if it's 10 or more or 11 or more, they stay alive. But that is an interesting variation.
I don't fancy their chances.
Got to keep fighting.
Shadowheart. If you can hit it with a stick, that's an 85% chance. That'll do it. You're going to come back through? Yes. Yes. Alright, I'm very happy with how we have dealt with this situation.
Blood comes easy.
Less happy with that one. They come back with 1. Oh god, those two are still here, but they will die immediately, right? Yeah. Gale, stop concentrating on that.
On my way.
Any of these guys have anything I care about? Scroll of Sleep, I care about. And then, hopefully, the beach is now relatively safe.
So that's progress.
We're coming down. We're all coming down. We're coming down.
Must be on my way.
Lots and lots of corpses here. Arsonist's Oil. Coat your weapon in an oil that transforms the target's fire resistance into fire vulnerability. Targets that are immune to fire damage are unaffected. I wish I could just, like, search all of it. I know how to do it on a controller, I just don't know how to do it on a PC. There's like a... On controller, you can hold a button, and it will span out a big circle against all of the searchable entities around you. Alright then.
What creatures live in waters this dark?
I don't know, but from here, an ancient sigil circle, we can long rest. One fight went absolutely fine. That Wizard's Tower fight at the top, just say goodbye, launch into the sky. But the rest, oh boy. Halsin's here, Lazelle is hanging out in her underwear. Let's go say hello to Shadowheart.
Well, my day just improved. Did you want something?
What do you think of everything that's happened to us so far?
All that's happened. You have a talent for understatement, you know that? Specifics, please.
What will you do if you actually manage to remove this tadpole?
I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course.
No reason for us to not stay together if we get on well?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. If we do survive, we'll have separate lives to return to. I need to get to Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible.
I won't pry.
Thank you. And you're right. It's a delicate matter. Not something for light conversation.
Man, how many little plot beats am I missing by not having really regular conversations with 7 people? How am I holding up in your estimations?
Quite splendidly, to give credit where it's due. You and I have shared some good times together, and it seems we have plenty in common.
I want to get to know you more.
You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask?
Alright, I won't poke because she doesn't have her memories. You and I, we share something special, I think. I want to talk about it. Nah, I'll leave it. I don't want to annoy her with endless gibbering. Anyone else here that really cares? Volo? Trading?
My good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Trading. Still got some interesting scrolls. What do we have that we do not care about is the great question. Where's filters? We have filters here? I guess not. I've been holding on to this owlbear egg for a small century. Silver ingot can definitely go. Jewellery, jewellery, jewellery. But there's a lot of stuff that I do generally want to hold on to. Wonder if I could give Scratch a bone. Amethyst. Pearl. If we don't have the identify spell, there's no need for us to hold on to a pearl for the rest of time. Take the Absolute's Warboard. Take the Exterminator's Axe. When you inspire an ally, I'll sell that back to you. Thanks for giving it to me in the first place. You got 400 gold. Once per turn when you dash, you gain Wrath for 2 turns. There's just so much stuff here, isn't there? Alright. Balance that out. We can just trade with everybody else from this screen without having to flip back and forth. It seems wild to me that 1 gold ingot is only worth 43 gold pieces. That math just isn't mathing, you know? I feel like I've stolen a lot more stuff than this. But I guess I'm more akin to grabbing the scrolls and arrows and stuff that are actually of useful to me. Bardic Inspiration we don't use. When the wearer gains advantage on melee attacks while surrounded by 2 or more foes. Can we wear those? Oh, we have Gloves of Thievery, so seems far less important. He doesn't have enough gold to cover all of this. That covers it about equally. Shall we go and say hello to Gale? Because... oh, he has actually got a thing of his... Will's back. Did Will leave camp last time we were here, or do you reckon it was just a bug?
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
What do you make of Raphael?
He brings to mind a story. The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales, don't you think?
Yes, but what do you think of them?
Refuse him, no matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost will be too great.
Good to know.
That's because you still have hope.
I do.
But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with, and then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure, but the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
Like your smooth, smooth forehead. Gale, what's going on with you? Are you hungry?
Even in such fraught times as these, there's peace to be found in the stillness as evening draws in. I used to while away many hours just like these with my companion, though in far comfier surrounds. She preferred it when we were alone, curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us, ink glinting in the firelight.
You are talking about your cat.
By a Geron's lost nose! No! Tara is not any cat. She's a Tressum. And given your confusion, I'm guessing you've never met one. They're brilliant creatures. Fine company for any self-respecting wizard.
She'd be proud to see me keeping such fine company. The savior of those poor tieflings, no less. And I've given her precious little to be proud of recently. After I was afflicted with my condition, and locked myself in my tower for an entire year. It was inconsolable, wallowing in my self-inflicted tragedy. given up on myself. But Tara never did. It was her encouragement, her research that led me to my treatment. Once we knew that magically infused items were the key, she went out to find them for me. She saved my life. She has a good heart. She'd recognize the same in your actions here. I'm sure she'd approve of me lending myself to your efforts.
Must be very smart to have done all that.
Smart does her a disservice. She's a fine wizard in her own right, though somewhat held back by her lack of opposable thumbs. You remind me of her somewhat. There's a steeliness in you, an unwavering tenacity, even in the face of, to be frank, quite dire odds. Wish you were here for me to make a formal introduction. But I would never ask her to undertake such a journey. She's safer at home. Besides, she was always telling me I needed to spread my wings, so to speak. Find mortal friends instead of hanging onto Mistra's coattails. So that's what I'm doing. I hope.
I'm actually a nymph in disguise. What if she doesn't like me?
Oh, she'll love you. So long as you don't rub her belly. She hates it when anyone does that.
I'm trying not to flirt. It's all flirting in this game.
Not an animal lover. Nobody's perfect, I suppose. Nonetheless, your finer qualities are remarkably plentiful. Suffice it to say, I think rather a lot of you. And there aren't many on this plane who I'd give such high praise.
Sorry, Gale.
Right. Understood. You shall hear no more on the subject from me. Consider this budding romance thoroughly nipped. Though I hope our friendship need not come to such an abrupt end. Go. Enjoy your evening. Nothing better for the heart than a good night's rest. And mine is gladdened to know I'll have the pleasure of your company again come morning.
So that's Shadowheart, Astarion, and Gale, who all want to bed me. But I'm not into polyamory this playthrough. I don't want to piss off my precious Shadowheart. Right, time for a nap. How are we doing for the old supplies? Pretty well, by the looks of things. Apparently the blue caps are not mushrooms for crafting, but just eating. Oh. Oh.
You recognize the feathered creature. It's the owlbear cub you rescued.
Hi. Such a piece of food. Everyone approves.
The cub's eyes lock onto the food in your hand.
Toss the food to the owlbear.
The creature gulps the food down. It seems he hasn't eaten in some time.
Careful. Once that thing's eaten through the camp, it might start looking at you hungrily.
Shadowheart, you spooked him.
I'm not chasing after it, if that's what you're thinking.
Someone's snoring. Nope, we are long rested.
Ah, excellent choice.
Gale. Spell slots to prepare for the new day. We have a lot of choices. We're not using invisibility as much as I would like, and I think Gust of Wind is just a slightly less efficient version of Thunder Wave. Although Gust of Wind, where is it? Is a strength save, whereas Thunder Wave is a con save. Yeah, that's probably going to be better for us in the long run. So 2 open slots, not very much in the second level realm. There's always Shatter. We could take our own haste. Let's take Lightning Bolt for some damage variety. And we'll take Web down here in the Underdark for the day. Shadowheart.
I wonder what the next move is.
Spirit Guardians we've not got to yet. Animate Dead, neither. We've been on pretty basic terms so far, so that's fine. Alright, take me back to the cove. Alright, well. We made it through another day down in the Underdark. More shiny rocks for us. Let's wait here in this mess of corpses, and then come next day we will see what corner of the Underdark we end up in next. For now, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions, comments, recommendations, put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.